Welcome back, guys. This is now the final part of the session. Now, from here on in, the tasks won't be completed on the Microsoft form. Okay, the tasks will need to be completed on a piece of paper or your prep book or your music book, whichever one you have, and then take a picture of them and email them to me because they rely on you having to notate some particular chords. Okay, now I just want to journey back to this paragraph at the bottom of the page here. And it reads, any inversion can be written as a slash chord. For example, chord 1B could be written as A/C sharp because the C sharp is in the bass. So whatever is in the bass goes after the slash. Okay. The key difference between slash chords and inversions is that a slash chord can include any note from the key in the bass, whereas an inversion can only include a note from the chord in the bass. And I'm going to give you some examples for that. So, if we look at this symbol here, this is a slash chord. A slash chord can include any note from the key in the bass. Okay, so this is an A chord, which is A, C sharp, and E, slash D. Now, D doesn't appear in the chord, but we're going to use a D in the bass. Okay, and in the next session, after the break, we're going to do a little bit of sort of looking at how this might sound, okay? But I know you've all played them in lessons before, but I think it is important that we have a little bit of listening to show you the added complexity of adding in this extra note, okay? Now, what we can do is we can do it for the rest of the chords as well. So chord 2 is B, D, and F sharp. Now, if I want to use a slash chord, I just put the slash after. Now I have to choose what note I want in the bass. Now this can be any note as long as it doesn't appear in the chord, but it does appear in the key. It goes for the same for chord 4, same for chord 4, D, F sharp, and A. Okay, that's chord 4. Slash, something has to go in the bass, and a chord 7, a G sharp, a B, and a D, slash, something has to go in the bass there. So, if I was to edit this, I might say that I want to put an E in the bass there. It appears in the key, but it doesn't appear in the chord. Same for chord 4. D, F sharp, and A. I might want to put a G sharp in the bass. It does appear in the key, but it doesn't appear in the chord. And finally, chord 7, G sharp, B, and D. I might want to put an F sharp in the bass. An F sharp does appear in the key, but it doesn't appear in the chord. All right? So that is why a slash chord is fundamentally different from an inversion, because the bass note does not appear in the chord. Great. So what I would like you to do is do the same thing as I have done here, apart from this time what we're going to do is we're going to notate it onto the stave. So you need to draw a grand stave long enough to fit 3 chords, and you're going to notate the chords you created from the previous slide, so in which case we can just do the chords that I created there. Okay, chord 2, B, D, F sharp with an E in the bass, chord 6, D, F sharp, A with a G sharp in the bass, and chord 7, G sharp, B, D with an F sharp in bass. Okay, now we want to notate the bass note in the bass stave, which you've done work on bass clef, so you should be able to do that. And we want to notate the treble clef chord. Okay, remember to put in the key signatures appropriately, and then do that. Okay, now the last little bit, ladies and gents, requires you to draw this grand stave here. Okay, so we're looking at the bass clef stave. You're going to create a bass line. So you're going to choose the bass notes for each of these chords and then notate them on the stave. So remember, we have an A chord with a D in the bass, so you're going to put the D in the bass. We then have a C sharp chord, so you're going to have to work out what note you want to put in the bass. Remember, it can't be in the chord, but it can be in the key. And do it for the following things. Now, this is a challenge task, okay? So if you don't quite get round to it after you've done task 5, then that is absolutely fine. But if you do, and you get through this quite quickly, then please send me it in. And anyone who sends me this in will receive a DTA. Okay, so thank you very much for all your hard work. If you have any questions, please just give me an email And remember, you can always watch this video back as many times as you want. Okay, thanks very much. All the best. Bye-bye.